at the rhythm of the song. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning.
There's something different. I can't put my finger on it.
It's Bert, Ernie, and who are you representing as? Are you the rubber ducky?
I feel like we're all just in the bathtub right now. Don't question it, but yes, I am the rubber ducky.
A tri-state bathtub. Welcome to the Throga channel. Welcome, John Reeves from John Reeves Live. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me back. Honestly, I was like, oh man, I went on and made a fool of myself last time. They're never going to invite me back, and here we are.
Our standard is pretty low. I mean,
yes.
I don't know what you'd have to do to be kicked off.
Officially banned from the channel. Well, that's good to know. We're gonna raise the standard today.
Oh my goodness! So, for those of you who don't know John Reeves, we first connected with him through Dimash, really, because you had given a flower to Dimash, and then we were going to go see Dimash, and that just kind of, we had a lot of subscribers, shared subscribers, right? So we got to know each other that way, and lo and behold, we're both 1OK Rock lovers as well, and BTS, and we react to a lot of the same amazing talent around the world, right? So we have planned a dual channel meetup in Toronto, which we've already announced in case you didn't know. We don't know really where or when exactly. I think the day before, the evening, we'll meet up at a cafe somewhere or something. I don't know. Well, we're not there yet.
We'll find a way.
But if you have suggestions for the Canadians watching, or those who live in Toronto have some good suggestions of where we should meet up, that would be awesome. And that's October 18th is the show.
Richard, are you going to wear a hat that day so you're not left out like today?
I'm feeling extra shiny.
Everyone's doing it.
Everybody's doing it, man.
Maybe I could have I don't know. I think I need like a gesture hat. I feel like would be fitting,
dude. Yes, that would be awesome. Or like a fedora, maybe a fedora. You could be like
I could pull off a fedora for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, John, you've seen 1OK Rock how many times live? Just once, or?
Yeah, just one.
Okay. Ooh, and you froze. Just once.
He's thinking.
Yeah,
he's thinking. Okay, he's back. All right. So you see, when and where did you see them?
So I saw them in Tokyo at the Tokyo Dome, and it was kind of like wouldn't this be cool type thing, and then it turned in from that to, oh my god, it's really happening. So it was like all a blur, honestly. I mean, the concert itself was very memorable and amazing, but like the experience of doing it, I'd always wanted to go to Japan since I was like a little kid, and it just within a month it was like, well, let's message some people, and if they say yes, we're gonna find a way to do it. And they never said anything back, so I just kept on pestering them until they were like, just yes or no. All I need is an answer. Just tell me no and I'll stop. And they're like, all right, you can have a ticket. And I was like, oh my God. Ah! So then just made it happen. So
well, Japan is on our bucket list too at this point, for sure.
Dude, yes.
But we have to start with Trump. It's a little closer to home.
There's so many great artists coming out of Japan right now, and I'm like just blown away by the musicianship and the talent coming out of and creativity. They're just blowing my mind, man.
So on the docket for today, because this will be a new first trip. Go. I just had a complete brain shortage. Few smoke. Yes. Today we're going to watch Paper Planes, and we've already reacted to We Are, but this is like a special version that you picked out for us, John.
Yeah.
We'll have you explain that when we get to that. So we're going to start with
Yes.
Paper Planes. This is live from the Japan tour in, I don't know what year this was, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 35XXXV. So that would be, what does that stand for? It's a whole bunch of Roman numerals. You guys can
I know. I
fill
was
us
going
in
to
on
say,
that
I'm
one.
actually waiting on y'all's answer for what that means.
Fill us in onto what this one is.
Oh.
But before we jump in, Johnny, if you don't mind.
Yes, John, would you like to?
Yeah.
Me?
Sure.
I didn't actually get the. Give them the drop it.
Oh
No.
yeah, like and subscribe.
The like and subscribe animation.
Smash that subscribe button and make sure you like the video, homies. Please, they're freaking awesome.
Totally rehearsed.
Yeah.
Also, in the comments below, there is a link to John Reeves Live. Dude, you're almost at 200,000 subscribers. I just saw that this morning.
We're on the
You're
cusp.
right there. So if you haven't already subscribed, go jump into that.
Please do.
Thank you. It's wild, man.
I like
you
the
never
word
really
smash.
you gotta smash it. You have to just give a smash, guys, please.
Also, be sure to, when you're checking out the link for John Reeves, also be sure to support the page if you're enjoying what you're watching by buying us a coffee. You can even become a silver, gold, or diamond Thronly member for added perks. And you can visit Throga.com to learn more about your voice and the 7 dimensions of singing with our online vocal courses.
Oh, I guess I didn't really hear you. Yeah, XXXV is definitely 35. Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, you just started watching Super Bowl, so I guess you're a little behind. But Richard's a football fan now.
Yeah, it's all right. If we just would have put it in those terms, I would have totally.
All right, so we're going to jump into Paper Plane, and let's see what this is about. I'm going to have to put the transparency on. I apologize, but I think there are some lyrics and conversation here, so we want to be able to see the closed captions. And luckily, John, you're wearing a lot of black, so we should be able to see most of what's happening here. This is just to make sure
You gotta lose yourself in
we
the
don't get
music
kicked off
moment.
YouTube.
Yeah. Oh man, for real. YouTube's just so quick about stuff too. It's like a few seconds. And they're like, warning. Oh, your channel's Yeah.
All right, here we go.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. さあ、埼玉スーパーアリーナの皆さん、この時間がやってきましたよ。今から始まる時間はワンオクロック史上最強にポップな時間です。いいですか皆さん。ちょっとワンオクロックのライブに今まで来てたけど、こんだけポップなの初めてみたいなのもあると思いますけれども、そこは一丁仕方がありません。こんな曲作っちゃいました。乗っかってください。いいですか。各所この曲をやっていく中で元気な場所たくさんありましたが、今日は最終日ですから、それを超えるぐらいのでっかい声で先ほど流れたイントロ皆さん歌ってくれますか。じゃあ練習してみよう。
That's wild.
I hope he's. I'm assuming he's going to be conversing in English during the Toronto show, but I kind of hope it's Japanese because I just want to wait to yell when everybody else yell. Yeah! I know what's happening, but yes, more.
Also good to see that he never ages ever. It's been 10 years.
This is like 9 years ago. I know.
Even if you watch
exactly
his
the same.
now stuff where he's just doing shorts and stuff like that, Instagram, TikTok shorts and stuff, he still looks the same. I'm like, what is going on, dude?
It's crazy. All right, so this is the hook of the song.
まあ今日初めてワンオクロック
So
のライブを
loud.
見
I
に来た人
love the
なんて
freaking
こいつは
crowd.
とんでもねえバンドだな、いきなり英語歌わせるんでとんでもねえバンドだなと思ってるでしょ。でもここはとんでもないバンドで行かせてください。よろしくお願いします。まだ大きい声で歌っていいか埼玉。 From paper planes to hand grenades,
全然他の場所に負けてるぞ。少なくとも昨日に負けてるぞお前ら。もう一丁 From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades.
Memorize this.
続けて
Right?
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. 2回も From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
Thank you, Chris.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
I think it's so cool that they have like the lyrics and stuff on the side. Like I love whenever artists do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to fix this. This overlap is driving me nuts. Hold on a second, because this is like off. Something got messed up when I was trying to set up the transparency. Hold on a second.
Yes. Yet another earworm. It's I haven't
Oh my
heard
God.
a non-catchy song yet.
Every time.
They're so
How
good
do
for
they
hooks.
keep just doing it? It's like
I know.
it's so catchy.
They just got the formula, man.
Mm-hmm. Also, like Tomoya's drum beats are so in my opinion, just very iconic, but they're so unique, and
We
they can
talk
be
about that all the
simplistic and
time.
cool.
Yeah. It's like the song structure in and of itself. They don't get too crazy, but the stuff that they do within that, like the time signatures, it's usually 4/4, 6/8. You know, like pretty simple stuff, but it's always unique and interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm a huge fan of like they do Tomoya Studios, and I think like every time I see them, I'm just like he breaks down the drum beats and why he does some of this stuff. It's so
Really?
cool, man.
Ooh, we might need to check that out.
There's one
For sure.
man. I've got a suggestion if y'all do check them out. There's one in particular where I'm like, this is so cool.
No, that's good to know. All right, here we go. I think I fixed the overlap scenario here.
That is nuts.
Oh my God. I apologize, guys. My closed caption overlay is giving me all sorts of trouble. Are you able to see enough of that to catch what's going on? I mean, the lyrics in the song are all over the place. I can't control where that is, so I apologize for that. So, all right, I'm just gonna keep playing. The da, 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 like that switch to head voice to chest voice. I mean, that's such a cool melody that he's throwing in there.
Little bit of an 80s vibe to this one. It's
Yeah.
like a 80s vibe with a rock edge, like almost like if Duran Duran was a little bit more rock, you know?
Yes,
I love
dude,
that. So E flat, da 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 da, E flat, da, 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 da. That chord right there, that D flat or that B natural. I mean, cool as hell.
That's such a clean.
And what weapon is he wielding? Is this like one of those t-shirt guns? Like, what is happening?
Chinese, you get a haircut. No haircut.
Yeah, I love it. Rock and roll, man.
バズーカを使って皆さんのこの一番元気なところに僕たちのサイン入りグッズを発射します。欲しいか欲しいのか俺たちのサイン入りグッズが欲しいのかトムへ行ったれ。
Oh, so they swapped instruments?
Yeah.
Oh, Taka's jumping on drums?
I freaking love
Different
this.
song?
Oh my god!
And also, they're just setting the beast free, by the way. Like, letting Tomoya just knock behind the drum set.
撃たれたいやつおるか撃たれたいか撃たれたいか撃たれたいか
Wants to get shot!
It's so funny.
いくぞ3、2、1くらい
Drum fills? Who are just sitting back there?
Taka and Toru jamming out.
撃たれたいやつおるかいな上も見てんぞいくぞ3、2、1両体いったれ
I feel like those two in particular are like the Bash Brothers of like WWE or something like that. You know what I mean? They're just like,
最後真ん中
I love it.
真ん中撃たれたいかいくぞ3、2、1くらい Go!
Taka's doing really good.
Right. Holding it down. Is he playing with a pick? Or-
He is, yeah.
Okay. That's
Good transition.
Yeah. It's like a Foo Fighters vibe, you know? It's like Dave Grohl getting
Yes.
でもそのテンション無駄にしないためにも一丁大きい声出しませんか埼玉スーパーアリーナどうですか OK じゃあ俺に続いて大きな声出してくれよ
That's cool.
That must be the most addictive thing to do. I just be doing that the whole concert.
Oh my god.
手挙げてもかいおじいちゃんもおばあちゃんもお父さんもお母さんもおかまも子供もみんな全員はいあと宇宙人もいるでしょこの中にいっぱい宇宙人ねはいじゃあ手挙げてみんなこの大きく上げた手を今度は横に振りますいいですかいくよこの手の先にだんだん血が溜まってきたでしょ溜まって
Look
き
at
た
that
でしょ
sea of people. Oh, that's so cool.
そうそれでいいんですもうこれを俺の後に手の先が
Does anybody know how big that crowd is?
じゃあ次は声出すよいいか
How long have they been a band? Because obviously they've been doing this for a while. I mean, it's already been a decade.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, do you know when they initiated like their first album release or whatever? I don't know if you know, John, but anyone in the chat, if you can jump in with that.
I don't know why I keep thinking 2008, but it was probably even before that. But it was like, it's been for sure.
Yeah.
By this point, like, so I've been going through their stuff chronologically and watching their live shows that correlate with the albums they dropped. And dude, it took them a while to get to here. So I know it, like for us, we came into it when they're like just massive stadium players,
Right,
you know what I mean? But like they grinded 2007, maybe is that what they're saying?
Okay.
But dude, like it's cool to see the progression of them playing like dive bars and nightclubs that like I used to frequent a ton to something like this. It's like, good God,
Wow.
it's so cool.
That's crazy.
So she is saying 2007 they started, and then the stadium, Nika, thank you, fits 37,000.
God, dude, that's
I was going to
wild.
guess around 300 to 400, but yeah, it's more.
Looks pretty similar. I don't know. I'd get lost in it.
I mean,
but-
I've played in front of 300 or 400 people, so I totally understand the feeling.
I mean, Heck yeah.
Dude, they're just slaying the crowd too. It's
Oh my
they're
God.
good at just the show. You know, I mean, they're great musicians and their songs are awesome, but
Yeah.
their show is just top notch.
And Johnny's pointed out several times, a lot of the Eastern, I guess, crowds for the most part, is just that there's a different level of energy and respect. It's just like when they're talking, like you're quiet. When you yell, you yell. When you sing, you sing. There's just like this collective energy that just seems more connected than what we see here sometimes.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's exceptions and everything, but we're seeing it consistently, and this is just awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going here. Hi, Gaia. Oh, I love it.
He's just having fun, and I love seeing that.
It is like Freddie working the crowd. I agree.
Absolutely.
I love that line.
Dude, really quick.
Yeah.
Before it ends, can you go back to right before he says from paper planes to hand grenades? Like right before he says it, so it would be like,
At the very, very end?
yeah. The transition, like listen to how little bit of time he's got between, like right before this. Right
okay,
before
sorry.
that. There's like this transition and it's like boom, boom. It's like one and then right into the next.
Yeah, it's like a tempo change.
So yeah, this transition from here to the next.
Right.
And this takes it out of 80s land too, by the way. The drums is totally.
Right there, that transition, he goes from this and then the paper planes, like, that's so quick, man, and it's such a weird jump going from up here to there.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean just in terms of the interval aspect that he has?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
how
and
quickly
it's
that is.
and it's towards the chest voice too. It's like because he leads into the head voice, which is just easier
Yeah.
to access in that range of notes. But he just
Going
lives.
down is
He lives and breathes in this. John froze again.
She,
Oh, no.
he's shocked at that range.
Yes. I just hope it freezes on a funny face. That's what I can only. But it's always difficult for me to go like. So from going low to high is always pretty easy, but like from going high to low is always that thing, and it's just like I don't know. It can catch sometimes.
Disengaging the muscle. So like when you're going, when you have a higher frequency, your folds, depending on what register you're in, but generally the folds are a little bit tighter, right? And vocal folds are like half size of your eyelids, right? So they're really small inside your larynx, and so they're stretching front to back. So when the folds have tension, just like you would have tension on the string of a guitar. I like your crown there, by the way. Thank you, latte lover. When there's tension, it drives the pitch up because the string vibrates faster. So same thing with your vocal folds. So it's easier often, singers find it easier to like add tension, but to disengage the muscle accurately is harder to do. That's what you're talking about coming down. So I relate to it kind of like if you're curling weights. So let's say you've got like 25-pound dumbbells, and like it's easier to consciously move up, but then we all tend to get lazy on the release, right?
Yeah,
you're supposed to have that slow release, and you like drop it too quick or whatever.
Yeah,
that's what it is, just in a more of a microscopic way in terms of the smaller muscles. So the accuracy just comes with just skill and time and practice, and just he just delivers with that so well.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and I love the groove change. So it was essentially the but the beat was different, so it took it out of that 80s sort of thing. So it's like, again, Tomo just transforms songs.
Always.
It really does.
Always. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh. All right, so set us up, John. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. Oh, well, I was going to say, like, really quick, just talking about, like, the Japanese, the crowds and the interactions of that. What was y'all's thoughts before getting into reacting to Japanese artists, and what were y'all's thoughts on the crowds? What did you think that they were going to be like, or what had you heard about them before?
Nothing. I don't think I had any really expectations or. I just assumed it was the same everywhere.
Yeah. As a culture, I guess my impression was they're just a little bit more reverent and as a whole, and like silence is a form of like respect and all that stuff. But I really didn't know how it'd be in a rock setting, and it's really just it's totally quiet, or just they're totally into it. It's amazing.
Yeah. So like whenever I was growing up in the music scene and like metal in particular, I remember hearing these like not horror stories, but like somewhat like if you'd imagine playing a show and then everybody's just not moving. And for a metal band, it's like, why aren't you moving? Do something.
It's torture.
But then,
right.
And then like after you performed the song, then everybody's clapping and stuff. And that's what I heard the concerts were like. And I was like, sounds so different. But then
it'd be like watching a musical, right? It's like yeah.
Like intermission, you're just losing it, but like in between this, like while they're performing, you're just giving them your full attention. And so that's what I always heard it was. And then whenever I saw stuff like this, I'm like, this is even cooler than like this. The energy is more even so than like American shows where I'm like, noticing that there's just this massive energy, and I love it. So it's very different, man, and in a better way, I'd say, than my expectations were.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, I remember I was watching some Star Wars thing because I'm a nerd, and they were saying when they first showed Star Wars in, I think it was Japan or something, there was just silence at the end of it, and we're like, oh, they're okay. I guess this is going to bomb, in this part of the world.
Yeah. And
they found out later that actually that's a huge sign of respect, and that means they really enjoyed it. If they don't make a noise.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's super cool. So moving on to song number 2, you picked this one out. Like I said, we'd already heard We Are. This is a great song. This is off, is this Ambition's album? It is. So, but you selected this one in particular. This is some sort of live special event. Fill us in.
Yeah, so, okay, like y'all, I had already heard this song We Are, and I'd seen it live on a few occasions of like reactions. So I was like, not really it wasn't on my radar. And someone sent me this on Patreon, and they're like, check this out, please. This one got a very emotional reaction from me just because it's like, I've never been like a teacher in a sense, you know what I mean? I feel like I've mentored a lot of people, but like, I thought that y'all could relate to this a lot more. Just like, I feel like they're, in a way, they took this opportunity to really instill some encouragement to this group of people. They essentially took 1,000 18-year-old people like fans of theirs.
Okay.
And just from like a I don't know, from a mentor's perspective and just kind of teaching the youth and stuff like that, I thought y'all might be able to relate to this a lot. And it's a beautiful song. Like no performance has probably encompassed this song more than this one. So
okay,
great.
Cool. Well, we already know it's a great song, so this should be cool. And then I believe, let's see, I need the, because I know he speaks.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, let's see, closed captions. Hopefully this works out this time.
若者に絶大な人気を誇るロックバンドワンオクロック。彼らと1000人の18歳たちが共演するイベント、それが18フェスです。
Not seeing any.
共演する1000人を決めるのは動画審査。夢や悩み、18歳たちが思いの丈を動画に込めて応募しました。人生の岐路に立つ18歳たち。18フェスはそんな彼ら1000人に抱えている思いをぶつけ
So they all submitted to be a part of this?
Mm-hmm. They did like audition tapes and showed like their talent and stuff.
Nice.
そして彼らの思いを受け、ワンオクロックが曲を制作します。生み出された新曲、タイトルは We Are。ワンオクロックと18歳たちが歌で
just
共
like
演
the
します。
sound of a choir singing that song back is so cool.
We Are を通じてつながっていく1000人の18歳たち。
何か一人一人のそういう内側から出てくる痛みとか喜びとか悲しみとかそういうものを引き出せる演奏が一緒にできたらいいなと思いますね。
1000人それぞれが抱える思いを歌に込め、ワンオクロックと18歳たちが作り上げる一度限りのステージ。
That's cool.
An awesome idea for you.
What year is this? This is just 3 years ago? At least that's when it was shared here. I don't know when it was.
.今日という日を迎えるのにいろんなことがあったと思いますけれども、皆さんにはこれから先もいろんなことがきっと起きていきます。僕たちにも同じようにいろんなことが起きていきます。一つだけ言いたいのは、もう皆さんは子供ではありません。立派な大人だと僕は思っています。年を取ってもしょうもない大人はこの世の中に腐るほどいるし、たとえ未成年であっても素晴らしい思考を持って素晴らしい情熱を持ってこの世の中で生きている人もたくさんいます。皆さん一人一人の気持ちの中にある熱いものだったりとか正義感だったりとか罪悪感だったりいろんな感情がありますけど、そういった一個一個に嘘をつかずに生きていくことは僕が一番いつも、モットーにして生きている、ことです。これからいろんなことがもちろんあるんだけれども、そういったいろんなことに対して自分のリアクションに絶対嘘はつかずに、進んでいってほしいなと思います。そういう気持ちを込めて今回の曲作りました。熱い気持ちが今ふつふつと心の中に湧いてきていると思います。
There's not a peep in the crowd.
今から一緒に僕たちと演奏して素晴らしい一曲に作り上げていきたいと思います。準備はいいですか？
Man.
Of course, here we are as reactors talking over the part we're supposed to be quiet in.
I know.
But it's which we got scolded at the first time we watched wait, was it the song? What was it that it was kind of like a dedication to Chester? No.
I don't remember the name, but yes.
Yeah. we're like, wow, they're talking. We're like talking away that everybody being quiet. They're like, guys, you're supposed to be quiet too. So it's weird in this setting though, right? Because it's like we're on camera, supposed to be entertaining. You know what I mean? As reactors. So it's like it's a different vibe. But I mean, honestly, it's like, you know, I've been in classrooms where you can't get 30 high school students to be quiet for like 10 seconds. Here's 1,000 people. It's amazing.
I think one thing that's cool about it too is like Throga is always like on stage. He's a wild man. He's like all over the place. He's just screaming, doing funny stuff like during the chants and stuff. And then whenever he's talking, he's so prolific about things, like talking about, I don't know, them growing up and becoming adults, and just, I don't know. I really appreciate that speech he gave.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, we'll keep going here. He definitely sets the tone too, though. Like he knows, you know what I mean? It's like he's able to guide them in terms of like the stillness, the quietness, but also when to get crazy. Getting goosebumps.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
John, I can see why he had just the emotional response to this. I mean, just like you think of your 18-year-old self. your bubble, transitioning out of the home or into college or into career or whatever, or just no direction at all, right? And then getting to be in a collective energy with like essentially your musical heroes. Like, can you imagine that space? It's just like, it gets me, you know, teary-eyed talking about it. It's just like, I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
What an amazing moment. And you just know like that joy in that moment they're going to carry for the rest of their life. That, you know, One OK Rock taking the time to do that is cool.
Yeah. If you only had that opportunity with Sebastian Bach, Richard. You know, it's just or Striper. Might be a different man today. Who knows?
I've had too many memories with Sebastian Bach. It's just such a, and then, you know, the band. Oh, just every time they sound like the record. Every time. Like, so I've given in. So first I bought the Luxury Disease album because it's just like, I need to listen to this, right?
Yeah.
And then after I played that 1,000 times, because I know the songs more than I should as a reactor, so I'm not supposed to know these songs. I just want to. That's why I really want to see like the live version. Like, I'm starting to get to know the material well. I just bought the Ambitions album a couple days ago. I was just like, this is so good. And then you see them live, it's just like, it's right off the record.
Yeah.
They're absolutely on, and there's no digital weird post-production stuff going on.
Yeah.
This is how bands,
a very rare thing these days, you know what I mean? Like, if their laptop goes down or something, if somebody steals a laptop for them, they're like, all right, cool, let's just play. And like, they don't need anything.
It doesn't change. I mean? They don't have to cancel. Who was it? They had to cancel their
Falling in Reverse. Not too long. Well, like maybe 2 years ago, I think, or something like that. But like,
the laptops went down. That's all their backtracks. They couldn't do the show.
Yeah.
They had to literally cancel the concert.
Yeah. I know that that's kind of commonality nowadays in a sense, but like, man, have a backup laptop because, dude, you're playing it, especially if you've got these stadium
or
shows.
Turn it into a special moment and go acoustic. Like, you know what I mean? Like the crowd would love that adaptation on the fly, but if you can't adapt to that scenario, like, that's a problem.
Yeah. But I think one thing that got me about it too is like, first, I don't know, man, that the speech that he gave and the meaning of this song and that whole like anything they say will never break our hearts of gold, and just like so many people screaming that was just and then you can see like in the crowd there's people tearing up screaming the lyrics out. It's like it's just like over emotion kind of, you know.
It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Taka is really the perfect rock singer, and for me, like, if I was to aspire to anything rock-wise, it would be that. It's just like that sort of sweet spot of notes with the G, you know, G4 to like the high C area and higher too. But that's like his like belting tone. Yeah. And to get the clean tones and then get the grit that's like sort of, you can get that rage sound, but also like just that passionate sound like he's doing here. I think it's just perfect. You know, I don't need like all the crazy notes for me. Like, I wouldn't need that for myself. I'd like just exactly what he does is perfect.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite is just my bias as a vocalist is the late and great Chris Cornell, in terms of like the range and the edge and the clear tone, like all the things he did in the different eras and bands and things that he was in. He did not have Taka's pitch accuracy live. I love Chris.
Yeah.
I love his energy. I love his storytelling. I love his texture. But Taka's like skill set, while maintaining all of the grit and the different dynamics, is highly unusual. I mean, it's really top tier skill in that aspect.
Yeah. Yes. And also to keep it up, song after song. Like,
yes.
You could hear Chris after a while, like he would struggle, you know. His voice would get tired.
Yeah. I'm not saying he was always off, but he didn't have the consistency that Taka has. Yeah.
It is wild, their output. I mean, doing like these 3-hour concerts and he is not stopping, and like I think it's funny because he requests the same from the audience too. He's like, give me everything you have. And like, and he does that for like 3 hours. I'm like, good Lord, man. I would be.
Well, we got to start preparing now, guys, for
cardio. Just working that cardio.
You know what? The meetup is canceled. I need to sleep.
We're going to be on a treadmill.
No, he's just constantly singing these really difficult songs, and he never sounds like he's losing it at all.
Yeah.
He's just always on. It's crazy.
Oh. Hey, Everett. Oh, they sound great.
How good is that?
Right?
I'm so good. I need to hear it again. Actually.
I'm over here like, keep it together, music. Ooh.
Oh. The joy in that space.
Such a wild.
Oh my God. What a crazy just opportunity for all those kids, and then with the band, you know, that the interaction on that intimate level, really, even though there's 1,000 people.
Have you ever heard a choir, like a crowd sing so together?
No.
It sounds like a plug-in that I use in the studio. There's actually a plug-in in this thing called Omnisphere. It's like the gospel choir. They sound like a gospel choir. It's just crazy. Like there's an extra soul that they were pushing there. It was freaking great.
Oh,
I just love looking out and seeing like that kind of energy and that kind of reaction from a crowd. You know, it's just like, I don't know, man. That song is such a beautiful one with like the lyrics already anyways, but just seeing it sang back from that audience and knowing that they're in that transitional time in their life where it's like, I'm not a kid anymore. I like, you know, such a, I don't know, just a transformation in their life. It's like those lyrics are probably what they needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the masters of the rock anthem. I mean, there's just nobody's doing it better, you know?
Right. Yes. 100%.
And we cannot wait to see them live. Again, if any of you are going to be at the Toronto show on October 18th, the three of us will be there together. We'd love to meet up with you guys. We don't have exact location and time and all that, but we're kind of working that out together. It's going to be so much fun. We can't wait to see these guys live and meet up with you all and kind of get the One OK Rock real experience.
Yeah. I wonder how
wait.
Toronto's crowd's going to be, by the way, because I'm going to be out there just singing my little heart out, just freaking getting it. And if there's crowd surfing, I'll be one of the dudes. So if you just see a dude just crowd surfing out there.
Well, the two of you are pretty...
shot. But I'm a big man, so I don't know if this is a dangerous thing for me.
Crowd surfing.
Well, I was just thinking that. John, are you 6'3"? I want to say
6'4".
6'2".
So you're 6'2". No, Johnny, I know is 6'4". Yeah.
Yes,
You're 6'2", really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just going to be. I'm gonna just be like the short little bald man. Yeah, I'm gonna look like I'm gonna have. You know what? I'm gonna be in the center. You guys are gonna look like my bouncers.
We'll just both wear security shirts.
Exactly. We'll be easy to find.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
It's like extra small security shirts, so they're just 2 belly shirts and 2 security. Yeah.
Well, with that vision in mind, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you, John, for being here. Can't wait to meet you in person, of course, and we might have you on again before we actually get there. We have weeks to go. We got lots more to watch. Please put your suggestions in the comments after the live. Would be great. And that is it for today. We hope you all have an amazing day. John, thank you for being here.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Man.
Thank you all.
And also be sure to visit John Reeves Live. The link is in the description. Thank you to all of our amazing you're not Patreon members. You're Buy Me Coffee Thronly members. Getting all mixed up. Our Gold and Diamond members right there. Thank you for the love and support. Next week, we had to pre-record 2 songs from OK Rock as Johnny's going to be on vacation. We did Standout Fit In and Taking Off Tomo's drum version. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hope you all have an amazing day. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow for Reaction Wednesday with Joe Shen. Bye, everyone.
Later, guys. See ya.